You logged on today and you found out you have 3 Animus reconfigures. First one's free, the next 2 spend crystals. You got a week to use them. How do you use them, especially as free to play? You can't use damage over time anymore in Aurora, so that's why we got this. The community went into an uproar and the devs listened. They also noted that they're not going to make any more balance changes until the end of the real-time arena season. So that means bidding is good until 96 days. Now as free to play, how do you use these? Well, here's my plan as free to play. I'm waiting till I complete day 14 of the 7-day commission event. I'll have the free reset still. Once completing day 14, I get the random SSR ticket. I will pop this, see what I will get, and then depending on what my account has, I will then use my targeted summon on who I want, which most likely will be Kloss. From the random SSR ticket and my targeted summon, I now have 2 new SSRs that I can determine if I want to reset one of mine now and focus on my new heroes, or I can use the resets on different things. Here's 4 things for sure you can do with these Animus reconfigures. This is your chance to optimize your account right now. The first thing you can do is reset an SSR or SR unit that either A, you don't use anymore, or B, got power crept because you got a better hero. For example, Rosa. I love her, I really do, but I truly only use her in specific spots. What if I pull Chloros? Maybe I want to use Chloros and Didding instead of Rosa and Didding. Maybe I pull a Ramoka. Maybe there's an SR unit that was really good in the beginning, and I pulled an SSR that power creeps that unit. Now is the chance to reset your early game heroes. Another thing, maybe you want to reset SR heroes for different SR heroes to optimize a dungeon team comp. For example, I use Kraken, and he's by far one of my favorite heroes in this game. I'm not going to reset him, but maybe you wanted to. It just depends on your team comp. If you're running Ramoka, for example, you'll probably want Kazuyo instead of Kraken, just because of Slumber and the increased damage that the enemies take to literally wipe the field in Doki Doki. Now your Gray might not be 6-star like mine, however, if maybe your 5-star Gray has maxed out lattice in his 2nd skill and his 3rd skill, and maybe you have Kloss now, you don't want Gray anymore. If you reset him, you get 8 lattice. You can now pump that into Kazuyo Giggity just in her 3rd skill, and then you could put the other 4 into another SR unit to max their skill, optimizing 2 SR units for PvE content instead of just 1 being Gray. Another option is just to 6-star someone else. This morning I 6-starred number 41. The reason I did that was for 5 more speed. I already have 3 damage dealers 6-starred, so I wanted my fastest unit to have that 5 extra speed. But honestly, is it worth it? As a support, she gets more survivability, gets that 5 speed. Without that 5 speed, it'd be plus 132. So she would still be sitting at 247. Where I could reset her 6-star Hell Kid, more attack, more damage, more shield, and 5 more speed. Or I could 6-star our unit Ashu, who I'll show you why I'm using him in just a minute. Or hell, do I bring back Lian? Or one of the 2 new SSRs I'm going to get after day 14. 6-star is extremely important, plus with the bonus days coming up. If you farm investigation a ton, you'll be getting a ton of shadow prints, a ton of experience. And for the 27th time that I've told you, this does drop summons. It just doesn't say it. It also drops crystals. It does not say that. On the ×2 days, I'm going to be farming the hell out of investigation and threshold. GP outpost, I will farm that day with full stamina refresh, but my mental stabilizers I'm not putting towards GP outpost, only investigation and threshold. And again, lastly, the last thing you can use the Animus reconfigures for, redistributing lattice. I talked about it before a little bit. For example, Hellkid, I maxed out his skill 3. Definitely worth it. The skill cooldown is huge, but maybe for how you use them, maybe you only use them for PvP. You just want that original shield plus built-in immunity. Maybe you want to take these 4 perfect lattice, put it into a new unit or a unit you haven't built yet, like Mio. Or maybe all the people that complained about Shadow Sania and Dots and Aurora Dungeon. I don't know what the big fuss was about. I'll take the resets, thank you. Sania is still crazy good, just not in Aurora. There should not be one team that can literally beat everything. You're not gonna take your Doki team and take it into terrormaton. Why is nobody not complaining about that? Use a dot team in terrormaton. The buff stripper that you need in Aurora. Oh, you're not gonna use them in Doki. Where's the outrage? Maybe you wanna max out Shadow Sania's first skill. Now is the time to optimize your account. And Didding is safe for the next 3 months. Oh, real quick, just so you know, I built a shoe because I'm using him in Doki. I beat Hell 3, and it's with no SSRs. Next will be Hell 4. I'm just proving to you that you don't need the rat. That's it for today's video. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that sub button, hit the like button, hit that bell, dingy thing so you know when I post a video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.